Hey everybody, Jochen Heiden here. I'm back with the Hellsen versus Heiden campaign. This is scenario 2 on the 21st of December 1941. So for this turn, I'm hoping that we get a little bit of relief from his submarines because we've just been eating dirt with that. And, I have an attack planned in China. I hope it goes well. I need to kind of open up some breathing room and some space to get my troops out of the middle of China. So I'm hoping that goes well. And I'm still looking for the Kido Butai to figure out where they disappeared to. So let's see if that all gets revealed this turn. Okay, here we are. December 21st, 1941. I'm gonna do my best to stay really positive this turn. Let's be positive. Okay. So he grabs Iba on in Luzon. Positive. Think positive thoughts. Good things will happen. Positive. Oh! Don't see this every day. Got some Betties coming in. On a night strike. Wow. Okay, wow. That was an effective raid. Look at that. 1, 2, 3 aircraft destroyed, maybe more. Uh, Really effective raid. With heavy cloud, I don't get why these Betties were able to do so much damage like that, but whatever. Okay, and some more. These ones didn't do anything. And more. Okay. More aircraft destroyed. So, yeah, alright. So he had a pretty decent night strike there. And there goes that ship. Didn't make it back to Pearl. That's the one that got hit by the sub last turn. I didn't think it would anyway. Alright, so he's trying again at Manado. This time, we don't take as much damage because I think he's just about out of ammunition here. Oh, what? Oh, yes! Yes! All right. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, the 016 got a torpedo into the Nachi here. Now we're taking damage, in return. But, that's something. Cool. So the Nachi took a torpedo. By no means will it sink with one torpedo into it. But it's definitely going to have to go back to Japan for repairs. Because that heavy damage is nowhere for him to well, okay, I take that back. He can go to Singapore or to Japan. But it's still got to go in for a while. So, awesome. And we take 2 hits. We'll take a look at the damage on that later. But, I'll take that. Hey, positive thoughts. Yeah, look, he's grabbing more bases, man. Making really good use of these fast transports. Okay, so this is I-166, just south of Vancouver. Looks like one of our Corvettes caught up to it. Doesn't look like we're going to get any damage on it, but at least we pushed it down. And that's fine. That'll help us get those ships out of there. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good at all. I think the jig might be up at Luganville. Okay. Expect heavy bombing raids here in this hex. I'm just gonna kind of go through them quickly because he's gonna throw everything he's got at this. I already know it. Yep. All right. So just plan on lots of casualties here. I'm gonna just kind of go through it quickly. Temelo. Okay, another raid. It's just gonna be non-stop. He's probably got 200 bombers going after these guys here. We are being helped by the overcast weather. Okay, he's bombing these guys to slow them down. Another raid on Temelo. Okay, another raid there. This is going to cause a lot of disruption to the troops there. Oh. Curious what that is. Okay, more attacks on that hex that I called out earlier. Okay, so that's it for the PM phase, which means those may not have been carriers near Luganville, but all the same, we need to get out of there. Okay, so now he's coming at Temelo. This time he's got the 65th Brigade going in. So that might be enough to, yep, blow that out. Okay, so he took Temelo very easily too, I might add. Okay, Imperial Guards Division attacking up here. They should take that easily. Yep. Yep, more losses there. Manado, maybe third time's the charm. Yes, it is. And he grabs all three. All right, so I guess we couldn't take those bombardments and multiple attacks 3 days in a row. It was just too much. See there? Disruption. I don't know what I just said. They're disrupted because of the bombardment attacks. The morale is low, the experience, all that. So, yep, that falls with quite a bit of losses there. And then he's going to take Lay very easily because we have nothing there. All right, so, uh-oh. This didn't work out good. Look at that. Look what he got in there. This is a slaughter. Yeah, he didn't have that when I started. See that? We got absolutely obliterated here. So that's going to be game over for that. Those forces were not in there, and we had no sign of those coming in before, or else I would not have launched that attack. That's pretty devastating. That attack in China was incredibly devastating to us. Oh, positive thoughts. I forgot. Okay, grabbing a couple ships. Get some infantry coming in here. All right. This is oh, a bad turn. We'll take a look at it. Oh, okay. Hi, I'm back. Um, I'm doing my best to stay positive, so I will do my best to stay positive. Let's take a look at the numbers. So aircraft losses this turn were not so great. We lost 4 Buffaloes and 2 more of the AVG P-40s. And it looks like a P-40 as well. He lost a 0, a Kate, a couple of stuff, a couple Mavises, which is always nice. Those are the 4-engine float planes that he's got that are really good for spotting. Top pilots, no casualties at all, however, which is nice. We've suffered enough right now, and I'd like to preserve some pilots if I can. So, yeah, it's good that we didn't lose any. Looking at the Army loss points, obviously this was a absolutely horrendous day for us. We lost Manado, we lost Temelo, and I had a massively failed attack in China. And this was not a mistake. This was not a misclick. This was entirely my own doing. I acted on very bad intelligence, and I suffered for it. So I'm not blaming anything but myself. This was a tactical mistake, not a like a procedural mistake or a misclick. Okay, so I'm not blaming the game. I'm blaming me. But I feel with this loss, I may have just doomed myself in China. Although I think I'm already doomed in this entire game and this entire everything. But ship sunk last turn. The Mataroa sank just near Pearl Harbor. This was when I took a torpedo 2 turns ago now. And I was trying to save it, but it didn't work out. So it sank. And I kind of knew that it was going to sink anyway. So I'm not overly surprised by that. But boy, look at these. Look at this loss rate, man. 148 ships sunk in 3 weeks of gameplay. That's got to be a record, right? Am I the absolute worst Allied player ever? I feel like I am. Losing that many ships in less than a month has got to be a whole new record. All right, so he's getting so close to breaking even on me here. It's just unbelievable. Already. All right. Looking at the SIG. Oh, you know what? I know why this isn't showing SIGINT and stuff. I was helping some guys on my Discord with one of their games. I was looking at their files, and I think I kind of messed it up. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to put this together so we can look at it. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I fixed it. Sorry if the music sounds completely different than before I paused it. Let's take a look at this. Okay, scrolling through here. Nothing super important that I see. Let's find this grid. 78, 67. Let's see if we can find something there. 78, 67. So 78, 60, 78, 67. So Said there's heavy radio traffic coming from here, so I guess that's supposed to tell us that there's a ship there or something. Um, if there was, my sub certainly didn't catch it, but it's hard to tell if he's going into Takao or coming back. So, you know what I think I might do? I think I'm gonna go ahead and adjust the patrol zone to kind of, into here. Maybe we can find a way to, maybe that's a way for us to figure out like a convoy lane that he uses, right? So let's see what that does, just for fun. All right, looking at the ops report. Just going through here, it's a lot of sighting reports. Some airfields expanding here. Serbia. 80th Chinese Corps is isolated with no supply. That's not good. Okay. 80th Chinese Corps isolated with no supply. Well, where's that? I wonder if that's here. 80th Chinese Corps isolated with no supply. Oh, wow. Check it out. Yeah, they have no supply. They weren't kidding. Hopefully they can get out of there, right? Looks like we only have one way out, and it's straight this way. We're about to be encircled here, is what I'm seeing. So we have to get... Yeah, yikes. Yeah, we're in dire straits here in China. So let's just talk about it. This is the attack that failed, and it probably just cost me the game. Well, okay, I'm exaggerating. It's going to cost me China, because I just lost so many troops, and I basically doomed all of these units to death, because we're in clear terrain. And the intent was to leave a corridor open for these units to escape. I did not see this coming in, okay? At no point did I see this amount of troops coming towards me. If I had, I would never have left Nanyang. So now all I did was overextend myself, and all these units are now at risk. And 1,000, 2,500, let's see, 2,500... About 2,600 AV are at risk here now. And that's, if I lose all these troops, which is looking like it might, it's going to be incredibly hard for me to continue the defense of China. It's already already not looking good, because we're going to have to give up Burma here pretty soon. And that cuts the supply. But losing 2,600 AV worth of troops in the center is really more than I can stomach. And so what I did was I ordered these units to attack here, because at the time he had a single unit here. It looked like one regiment, and we had more than enough troops to take on one regiment. But in between the turns, about 5 divisions showed up instead with the tank regiment, all out of nowhere that I didn't see coming. Had no advance notice they were on the way, so they showed up in the hex just in time for my attack, and we got decimated. The Chinese cannot attack an equal or greater force on clear terrain at all. It just cannot happen. And I did exactly the thing that you cannot do as a Chinese player. You cannot attack the Japanese in open country, especially with equal force. And we paid for it. Look at this. Look at these losses. These are crippling. Okay, especially when I don't have the supply and I don't have the goods that I need to keep them repaired, or to build these back up. So this could be the beginning of the end in China right here. In the next 2 weeks, expect almost all of this to be destroyed by these units, because we just don't have the terrain, nor do we have the supply to really do anything to stop them now. I really screwed up with this whole thing. It made sense when there was one regiment here. It no longer makes sense when we have multiple divisions closing in on us. I missed my chance to get away, is basically what this is. So, we're going to pay for it. That's basically what the situation in China is right now. In Burma, I got more of the same. He just did a night bombing attack on us with one single, maybe 1 or 2 bombers, right? Because it says, 10, 5, 6. That's a single squadron of bombers, okay? Split up 3 ways because of a lack of coordination. And look what they did. They took out 9 aircraft on the ground, and I have no defense for that. So I'm going to give up Burma right now. I'm done. There's no point in sticking around here and losing all these troops because I know that he's coming, right? Look at that. Look what he's got in this hex. And he's got these guys coming back up the road. And he's got troops coming into Cam Bay and Bangkok. There's no point in defending this because I can't get ships in here now because he controls Singapore. So he can just shuttle heavy cruisers and the like up here constantly. There's no point in defending it. So I'm pulling it out. I'm not losing any more aircraft here for nothing. We're just going to fall back to Calcutta, and we're going to have to draw a line in the sand in India and attempt to defend here. So what does that mean? When we give up Burma, we give up China too because I can no longer get supplies into Rangoon and fuel China that way. So it will take him a little bit longer because he doesn't have the whole Kwangtung army to use yet, but he'll eventually have it when he buys it out the right way. So like China is dead and Burma is completely gone. It's a foregone conclusion in the way I'm seeing it now. That could lose us the game, but because he has Singapore already, I never had a chance to get anything going here, and I never will. I don't have enough forces here to keep this supply lane open from Calcutta to Rangoon because of this. We lost it way too soon. That's just the reality of it. Yeah. So really, not a whole lot of activity in the Philippines or in Dutch East Indies this turn. We did get a torpedo into the Nachi at Manado, which is something, but of course we lost Manado, so like it's not that great. So he grabs that. This is the O-16 that took a little bit of damage from those his escorts, but hey, it was worth the trade. This is not by any means deadly to us. Maybe we can get another torpedo in the Nachi as it retreats. All right, so Australia's looking fine. Nothing really to report here. But here is the next setback that I have to deal with here. And yeah, the Kido Butai has returned. So it went missing for a turn. What I had thought was that he maybe went back this way. But what I think he did was he broke vision and just came back down this way. And it's reappeared here. And next turn he will be within striking range of Luganville. And then all these ships are dead. So now because Kido Butai is here and pressing south, I have to take all these ships and move them out of the way. And it completely stops our buildup. And it completely stops any chance I had at trying to get a foothold somewhere. Because he's already here with all of these aircraft. See what he does? Do you like this? He does these little task forces here. So like they act as a buffer so I can never even get to the carriers. It's pretty cool, huh? Yeah, but anyway, I can't attack this because I have nothing to attack it with. Look at this is basically the bulk of the Kido Butai is here. We have 0 defense against it, and he can just rampage all through here indefinitely because I have nothing to stop him. Even if I had all my carriers here, which I don't, we couldn't take him on. So like, what do I do? How do I play against this? I don't. You can't. You just have to take it. Right, so he's going to port strike any ship that's here. He's going to bomb all the aircraft. He's going to get down into the convoy lanes and kill everything, and I can't stop him. And I don't know that I ever will. So, like, I don't really know what to do anymore. I'm kind of I'll be upfront with you guys. I'm not loving this campaign. I've been trying my best, but I am really a 10-month player, 5 months against a human. And I don't think I realized who I was dealing with here with Hellsen. I knew he was good, but hey, I thought I was good. And he said scenario 2. I'm like, whatever, scenario 2. I don't know what that is. Okay, you get a little more supply, a little more fuel. That's how it was kind of sold to me. So I was like, oh, yeah, that seems fair. I mean, the Japanese don't seem to have a lot to begin with, but no, it's more than that. You have so much more fuel, so much more supply. You have more bombers, more fighters, more ground troops, and troops that are in unrestricted headquarters, so you can use them right off the bat. And I gave that to one of the best Japanese players there are around, and it's just like it's not it's not fun. I'm not loving. I like every time I get a turn, I dread opening it, and then as I go through my setup, I'm just like, oh, what do I gotta do now? Let me just turn this turn because I'm just gonna keep getting killed by his subs and by his aircraft and by the ground troops and me making stupid mistakes. Against the guy like Hellsen, you can't make mistakes, and he doesn't make mistakes, but I do because I'm still inexperienced. So, I just want to be upfront with you guys. I don't want to sound like a quitter, and I'm not quitting. I'm not pulling the plug on this because I don't believe in that, but I just not enjoying this campaign. And I can tell that a lot of people are not enjoying this campaign because the viewership on my videos for these are much lower than the ones for Lodric. Because in the Lodric campaign, it's competitive. Like, we're both good. We're not great. He makes mistakes. I make mistakes. I take out some carriers. I lose a carrier. There's back and forth there. There's no back and forth in this campaign. Now, granted, it's only December 27th. We're only 3 weeks in. But I have lost so much already. I am so far behind the power curve against a better player with more stuff. I don't personally see how I can do anything. I don't see how I can really recover the situation. So basically what I'm going to be doing here is being a punching bag for Hellsen like all of his other opponents were. And he's going to auto-victory me in 1943, but not before I have to endure 370-odd turns of pure misery to get there. So, yeah, I said at the beginning of this video, I said I was going to be positive, but the more I look at the situation, the more I realize that there's nothing positive about it. I'm not up to this task. So, yeah, I really don't have anything else to say. I'm going to get this turned done. I'll send it back and tune in next week for me getting my butt kicked again, because that's all it's really going to be for now until the end of this campaign, because I just don't have what it takes as a newer player to beat Hellsen. And to be honest with you, I don't even know what you do as an allied player to even like beat a guy like this. Like, they have so much advantage at the start and you don't. Like, what do you even do to stop it? I don't even know. So if you guys know, by all means, come tell me what I'm doing wrong. Give me some words of encouragement. Motivate me to keep going here and do my best, because I'm quickly losing motivation for this. So if you want to see me keep playing, tell me that. If you guys are telling me that, hey, this is not fun for me to watch either because it's just you getting beat up, tell me that too, because I need to know. I want to know what you guys want to see. Like, do you want to see me get my butt kicked? By all means, I'll keep doing it if that's what people want to watch. But if you're not enjoying this, then why am I doing it? Because I'm sure not. Okay. Anyway, I'm done being negative. I'm going to end this now. Thank you for watching. But that's it. Okay, so I'm in post-editing here, and I was just kind of reviewing the video I made and listening to what I said. And you know what? I don't like the tone that I was putting off. That's not the way I want to be. Hellsen is an awesome dude. Personally, I like him a lot, and he's really good at this game. And I don't want to make it sound like I don't like him or I don't like what he's doing. He is doing exactly what a Japanese player is supposed to do, and I'm doing exactly what an allied player is supposed to do: get my butt kicked. So I'm not quitting, but I do want your opinion. What do you guys think about what's going on here? Is this enjoyable for you to watch or not? And my promise to you guys as the viewers is that I'm going to do a better job of not being so negative and trying to be a little more upbeat. I mean, I'm playing scenario 2 against a really good opponent. He's kicking my butt. That's what's supposed to happen. I shouldn't be shocked by this. I am, because I haven't experienced it yet, but that doesn't mean that this isn't normal. So I will work on my attitude because I don't want to bring anybody else down. I just need to get over it. But tell me what you think. Thanks.